Hello and welcome to a review of the LEGO City Space Construction Mech. This set released in 2024 and I'm reviewing it today. So this is part of LEGO's Space Initiative for this year, or 2024. The year's almost over. But basically what they did is they put this banner on a bunch of different sets, and they're all LEGO Space sets, but they're mostly loosely connected. This is one of the ones that is closest to being a space-esque design, I guess. There's some ones that are creator sets that would have, they're very typical creator designs, should be called space. But this one seems to be trying a little bit harder than usual to try to give that space feeling by being a little more fantastical. But it still has that kind of realism with, the grays and everything. But we'll talk about that in a second. First, let's talk about this little droid. This guy, he's alright. He's got a yellow Technic connector, which is nice. He has this cool battery. His arms can go up and down. This is a decently clever use of this piece, this dark gray Technic bushing, or not bushing, panel, whatever you'd call it. It has 3 of those Technic bricks, of those Technic pins with brick connectors on them. One of the best LEGO pieces ever. In white, which is great, because I always associate this piece with like LEGO Snap, because like most of my white Technic stuff comes from Snap. But yeah, it's a good inclusion. You get 3 of them. You even get 4, so that's nice. It does the job for treads. It fits onto this piece that, I don't even know. This piece kind of made me angry, because like, look at this thing. Like, does this really need to exist? I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's just so, it's a rounded plate with holes. It's like, this is alright, but like, this just looks like a completely different construction system at this point. Like, I don't know, kind of lame. And yeah, we've got a stickered element of them there. Clear back stickers, this construction designs all throughout it, which is kind of cool that it's on a bunch of different pieces because it's clear backed, but also like, I don't know, it's just construction patterns. And it has a battery which uses this satin purple piece, which is very cool because I love satin. It's one of my favorite LEGO things they've done in the last while. And a printed battery that's a little bit of shiny printing on there. So yeah, the battery is cool. But if you take it off, the robot's just whatever, LEGO Space robots in the good old days weren't exactly amazing either, but yeah, and this kind of carries the lineage. At least he has a battery. That's kind of cool. We also have this little terrain build, which is the moon. It's very plain. But hey, 2 crystals. And these are also satin, which is purple satin, which is very nice. Love this, love this. This is a good inclusion to get because, satin is satin. It's wonderful stuff. Nothing really to say about this. Yeah, I guess it's kind of nice that it's like a very even corner, so you can definitely get 4 of them and just put them all together and have more terrain. My phone is having problems focusing right now. Here's the mech itself. It is kind of a mess. So there's some things I like about it, like this play feature, which is taken basically from the mining mech, or there's a power miners set that has this exact same thing. Not to say they stole it, but very similar to that. It has decent articulation all around. You can go like this, you can go like that. Wait, you can go like that. You can do a kick. It's got 2 fingers, which are nice. This uses this new piece in an interesting way to kind of create a little system right there. I like the new orange color quite a bit, actually. It's nice. It's not my favorite color of all time, but I like it. It's not necessary, but I don't know. I like it. But yeah, let's talk about the things I don't like. Or maybe, I guess I'll start, not all the things I don't like. But one is that the color scheme is terrible on this thing. We've got black, we've got dark gray, we've got light gray, we've got white, we've got the new orange, we've got sand blue, and it's just like, when is enough enough? It's like, it's just using every single color that's like not vibrant, but also not super earthy, I guess. Just like ones that feel like machine-like or like plasticky, but also not bright. I do love sand blue, of course, the new orange is nice, but those are like, the accents. The actual build is made up of mostly dark gray pieces and white pieces and black pieces. And it's just kind of a lot. And it's kind of a mess. And then you have the translucent light blue. It's just like, I don't know, man. The colors in this thing are not it. They're not great. The sand blue is nice, and these are good pieces to get in sand blue. Any piece in sand blue is a good piece. Oh, and gold too. And then there's a red piece. Like, what were they doing here? I mean, I'll be the first person to say that random colors are cool. I love it when they put random colors into Star Wars sets or whatever, like on the outside as accents. But this is like the main structure of it, and these colors don't look that great together. It just kind of looks like a drone, which I mean, I guess I like drone in the sense of like cheap technology that's supposed to look modern, but just isn't. I mean, it's obviously a toy, so it doesn't matter if it like looks modern, but it isn't. But whatever. I will say this build right here is kind of cool. We have this longer lightsaber hilt piece, which is used as a roll cage. They used to have a whole piece for roll cages, but this does the job pretty much perfectly, so it's a nice addition. We have a printed space piece right here with the Classic Space logo. Could have made a new logo. I mean, it's fine. In black and orange is kind of cool. You can do Halloween stuff with it, I guess, but yeah, it's not really setting the world on fire with that. And golden tubes. The back, we got a battery pack with 2 of the batteries in satin, which is nice. And also, 2 more of those cool Technic pins, which is nice. This structure is very weird because the whole thing, I mean, I guess it's like this so it can come off, but the friction between the bricks is less than the friction between the Technic pin connection, so it doesn't really come off. It just kind of, the whole little system just comes off before that part comes off. Yeah. Yeah, this has a hinge on it, so you can make it go like this, which is kind of cool. It's almost like a crab. I guess I'll look at the minifigure now. He is the new space design. He's alright. I'm not a huge fan of him. I think the design of the armor piece itself and the helmet are pretty decent for what they are. They do kind of feel like generic-ish, like Space Marines kind of stuff. And I also think they look a little bit like a fireman helmet, which is kind of funny. But I do think the detailing here is very good. We've got, you know, some nice stuff. It's noticeably different from like the kind of Lego City helmets that they normally give space people. If you look at his minifigure head, he has a unique expression or a unique print and one of those hearing aid or implant. I'm not exactly sure what that is called. Makes you sound like a doofus saying that, but it's true. And the actual armor plate, while it is in this like macaroni and cheese yellow, I think it's a pretty cool piece. I like that they have 4 studs in the back. That's very weird and kind of unique. And I like that because it's a unique connection that I feel like they could use to really expand upon this piece with like, you know, making little bits of armor that are more extended or even wings or something. Really nice addition. I think this is my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of the set. If you take this armor piece off, you have a slightly spoobed up space design with some real light year looking markings on it. Printing on the torso, on the back of the torso. Yeah, it's like a little jetpack thing, I guess. I'm not really sure. Very, very Buzz Lightyear-esque or Lightyear-esque. Toe printing as well, which is advanced technology. Not much to say about this figure. It's all right. It's just, to be honest, it is just nice to have another Lego space guy to add to the lineup, you know, for completion's sake, even though bright light orange is one of the last colors I'd choose. Yeah, these are the extra parts that came with it. There's an extra battery print, which is nice. That's pretty, and the Technic pin. Those are 2 good extra pieces. Yeah, and an extra piece in the new orange, so that's good. So, I don't know. It's kind of fun being pedantic over the extra pieces. I guess I never really showed that the mech, of course, can hold the crystals, or at least it's supposed to. It can probably kind of hold it. Let's take a look and see how good it can go. Yeah, it holds them. It's pretty good. Enough friction in there. So this review is very negative. Actually, I do like how these like weird little things can kind of be storage if you want them to be. Look at that. I mean, this is just studs. You know what? This kind of reminds me of Futron. Maybe that's why I don't like it. Like the color scheme, that's just the Futron color scheme. Sorry. Okay. I think that is the main issue I have actually now that I've thought about it this way. It's just the Futron color scheme, but with a few added extra colors that aren't used as much that are nice, but at the end of the day, it's still just Futron, and Futron doesn't have my favorite color scheme. Look at the box. We've got, I'm not a huge fan of the design in general, but I like how it's a little shinier than usual for this space banner that they put on this box and the other boxes. I like the amount of purple in the box art too in the back. It's kind of nice. It's very, very new 3DS Galaxy style-esque, but it's a little more different than what we normally get on city boxes. In the back, it shows how the roll cage can open up, and it shows the robot in action. Space logo 1-to-1. We got instructions as well. Don't worry, they're not phased out yet, and they are very, very basic instructions. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Could have sworn there was at least a little print ad. Yeah, there's a print ad in here with a few of the space sets. It's kind of funny how they're not a huge scene together. They're just kind of cropped together, which, I mean, it's cute. It's charming enough. It looks, those are unique enough graphics. It doesn't just look like lazy. Yeah, that's about all there's to say. Lego City is Lego City, and it's Lego City, so I don't know, it's fine. That's all.